Ladies and gentlemen, a few years ago I showed you this crusty old device of games.
As many of you know, Nintendo 3DS is my favorite console. I'm sorry, I can't deal with this stupid script stuff.
I then went on to go ahead and introduce you to my blue 2DS that was in fact new at the time.
Yes. I was a little skeptical of this thing, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, who's that guy? Happy to have a 3DS, that's for sure.
Well, now it's about that time that I introduce you to my true new blue 2DS. Let's go ahead and unbox this bad boy right here, shall we? Alright, a little backstory. I invested in this thing from the Nintendo online store. I got it refurbished for a grand total of $99.99 plus tax, shipping, and handling. Came in at about $110 or so. Not bad considering the unit, which you're going to see in a bit here. And here we go. And look at it in all of its generic cardboard packaging. The new Nintendo 2DS XL. Okay, nothing to write home about, but I'm just going to chuck this box anyway. As you can see, it's refurbished, clean, tested, inspected by the best of the best in some people's eyes. Nintendo. The ones who can do no wrong, according to the internet. Except for a few skeptics. I am a skeptic, in fact. I do think they do wrong on some occasion. Fortunately, one thing they don't do wrong is the 3DS. I love me some good 3DS games, and I'll show you them in a bit. But let's look at the unit. As you see, this is coming in with everything well packaged. You got the unit with some cellophane wrap as well as bubble wrap. And of course, it's in the cardboard box, so you know it's well protected. It's also naturally in a clamshell design, so you don't have to worry about these screens. But look at how sleek and shiny this bad boy is. I'm about to scuff it up with a couple thumb marks. You'll see that in a bit. But everything's looking good, nice, sleek. What more can I expect? That quality. That Nintendo quality that you pay for. Here we go. We're going to see some dual screen action. Ooh, nice and sleek. Look at that reflection. There's that lamp. And whoa, who's that guy? That's right. That's me, Majora T. One fine and dandy YouTuber, don't you know? But hey, I love this model. I love this color contrast. The light blue on the dark black makes it a nice, appealing console to look at, whether open or closed. Buttons are nice. Everything's smooth. You know, you do have that little thumbstick nub in the corner. I don't use it much, but it is there. I'm not discontent. I like this thing. I like it. Okay, so many of you may be wondering, well, why play the 3DS when you have such glory as the Nintendo Switch? Well, there's many reasons, and a lot of them come in nice plastic cases. I mean, 3DS is seriously the console that just keeps on giving. It has plenty of great games for 3DS, DS, and I can show you many of them. I'm not going to do that today. If you want, you could check out a collection video of mine or something. Maybe if that's something you want me to do, I will do it. But I really enjoyed my time playing them on the 2DS. Unfortunately, the 2DS is a victim of time. I don't think that this thing has aged particularly well, as evidenced by my little dust bunnies on the thing. I know you can clean it, but you know, 2DS in general, I was getting tired of it. I was just using it as a budget handheld, and fortunately, I was in a position to be able to acquire a new 2DS XL on the affordable side. And it's something you could do now too. You know, we're in that stage where the Switch is the hype thing. So, you know, new 3DSs are not as hard to come by as they used to be. This thing never got a price drop for the longest time. You know, back when it was relevant and the Switch wasn't out. And now that we're a few years in the Switch life cycle, well, you know, here we go. Look at that, not more than 5 minutes with this thing. I already scuffed it up. Man, but you know what? I'm not putting the screen protectors on this thing because once you do, that's when all the dust starts to accumulate and you can't get it out unless you take the screen protectors off. So, not doing that. But I am going to make this look nice. I am going to talk to you about Just a lot of these little buttons and stuff. You know, everything indents pretty nicely. I've had problems in the past about how the thumbstick aligns with the buttons. It's not the biggest deal, but it is something to notice. Let's look on the back. You have these multiple triggers. Honestly, I haven't found a game that I play that needs all of them, but that's where they are. Volume slider is in a pretty good position. I mean, your hand might be over it, but it's not gonna, you know, mess with the volume control. Stylus is small for the new 2DS XL as far as the one that fits in the unit. I'm used to having a nice big stylus, but this one is like, picture like you have the sharpened pencil in class. You really sharpened it down to like almost the eraser. It's not exactly ideal as far as a stylus. Now, I do like the protective case here for the cartridges. You know, that's kind of a nice addition. I think they also keep the SD card in the slot to the left of that. So for built-in memory. This thing comes built in with, I think it's like either a 4 gig or an SD, 16 or a 4 gig SD card. Not the best, but you can always swap them out. Oh, actually, I think it's a micro SD card, so it's actually a little funny importing games onto this thing. I'm not really too sure. I'm not remembering it clearly, but it's what it is. Here it is in all its glory, the 3DS XL. Let's bust out the measuring tape. This is upside down. Can only happen on your first take, eh? All right, boom. It is a solid, whopping 1, 2, 6 inches wide. And then let's just flip this bad boy open. Oh, look at how fresh those screens are. Already got some smudges. Oh well. Get 3 inches per side. Okay. Compared to a standard 2DS, it's about an inch longer, or sorry, wider, and approximately 1.5 longer. And then the screen size, probably important, right? Let's just go by the top screen here. A 2DS weighs in at about 3.5 wide and 2 height, while the 2DS XL has a screen size of about 4.5 by 3. So it's a good like 33% larger. Should we test it out compared to a Switch too? The answer is yeah. Switch is about both of them combined. So screen size on a Switch is about 6.5 inches compared to the 4.5 for the 2DS XL. And a good 4 inches. So you're probably wondering which one is right for me. Well, actually you can flip this up. Thank you. So you're probably wondering which one is right for me, right? Well, funny you should ask, because I have them all. In fact, there's a 3DS tucked away in the closet as well, but I don't really feel like busting that one out. So the thing about the 3DS is you got all these great games that already exist and are relatively affordable. They still have these budget Nintendo Select titles in stores. And also, this is just a comfortable device. While I don't mind playing on the Switch, it is rather large. Even though it is kind of comfortable, it does fit my hands pretty well, but you know, you gotta use your pinkies for support. Otherwise, the make of the Switch is good and everything, and the games are good for the Switch, but you're also paying top dollar. 2DS has the added benefit of just being super portable. Like, hello, it's me, Reggie. I'm here today to talk to you about, okay, I'm just messing around, but you know, this would easily fit in your pocket. You take it with you and just like lay up in bed at like 3 a.m. in the morning and play some Xenoblade. In fact, maybe we should just do that. Let's take a look at some Xenoblade Chronicles on the 3DS, I'm sorry, 2DS XL. New. That's a lot of pronouns. I want to show you exactly how this thing plays. So we got some Etrian Odyssey here. You know, I did have Xenoblade Chronicles for a little bit. The extra nub there, you know, works fine enough, although I think the extra nub is a little stiff. But everything works nice, smooth. You know, I like using the D-pad. I like the buttons. And I love the games. I mean, at the end of the day, you got a console here that is well represented as far as multiple genres. Platformers, whether 3D or 2D. You got, you know, the RPGs aplenty. You got a lot of the classic Mario sports games. You got the whole DS library. You got a virtual console library. And in general, it's just a purchase I'm very happy with. I've recently gone back and really dabbled in, you know, both the Pokemon games on this thing. Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow, and also the Pokemon Crystal. So really fantastic console. I love it. It's a fan favorite of mine. And I'm always excited to talk about my love and nostalgia for the 3DS. No matter how new it is, no matter how old it is, it will always have a place in my heart. Does it have a place in yours? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for some more great video game content to come.